Now, when we play these chords, we should be looking at other things that we can practice. Like, this is the interval of a minor 6 from E to C. This is the interval of a minor 6 from B to G. This is a half step. This is a minor 10th from E to G. These three chords, these three chord tones, we can move them up, or we can move these up like a family and create different types of structured tones. Okay, real pretty. Okay, well, the bottom ones too. Skip a string and you have an E minor triad with open voicing. So now you have E minor, F major, G major, A minor. Isn't that pretty? B diminished, C major, and then D minor, and back where we started, E minor. Mess around with it. Practice these a lot of different ways. I mean, any way you can think of. First, I think of moving them chromatically. C major 7, C sharp major 7, or D flat major 7, D major 7, E flat or D sharp major 7, and then on. Also, you could go back and look at that half step in between C major 7, that tense, move that also, scale-wise. You got a whole step, half, whole step, half, okay? You could do the dyad, interval of a minor 6, major 7 could be in the one chord, the key, it could be a 1 chord or a 4 chord, so you can practice that in the key Lydian, right? Okay. Have the F sharp involved. We'll talk about that more later in another episode. But also on the first string and the third string, those notes, just move them in the key of C and see what's going on. Working on your intervals. Tenths. That's just playing with the notes in the chord in C major 7. You're not just practicing the 4-note voicing. Be creative. Look at this. That's the interval of a 5th on the bottom and the 5th on the top. We're stacking 5s, the interval of a minor 6th away. So now when you practice your 5ths, you know that the diminished 5th is only going to happen once. This is going to be in the 7th scale degree. So you got to keep this shape. C5, D5, E5, F5, G5, A5, and here it is, the 7th scale degree. B diminished 5th, E5, F5, G5, A5, B diminished 5th. So practicing the cycle of 5ths using just this shape, okay? And the pinky note on string number 1, name that note is G. Now find it on string 2, here it is. Now play that same shape as G7. Now I got D7, I'm gonna go to D7, A7, E7, B7. You just keep on going. Now you can do that also in the cycle of 4th, and that's the note C that you're playing, the root note, the 4th up. Okay? The name of that note is a perfect 4th from C. Okay? So you look at that note, and that's where you're going next. So C7, F7, B flat 7, okay, already in the flat keys. So the cycle of 4ths, you're dealing with more flat keys, even though the guitar is more of a sharp key instrument. But don't think of it that way. Think of you as a musician and not thinking about practicing the 4th or the 5ths. Practice 4ths and the 5ths and chromatic, minor 3rds. Come up with stuff. Practice every kind of cycle you can think of.